2026 is officially out of control. If you thought the last few years were big for the PlayStation 5, you haven't seen anything yet. We are entering the golden era of this console generation. We're talking about the return of massive franchises, long-awaited sequels, finally escaping development hell, and yes, some games we literally never thought we'd see on a PlayStation console. Today, we're counting down the top 10 upcoming PS5 games of 2026 that you absolutely need to be excited for. But quick disclaimer before we dive in, release dates, they are fragile things. We're living in a world where delays are just part of the hobby, so while these dates are locked in right now, don't blame us if a couple of them slip into 2027. We're just the messengers. I'm your host, Silent, and welcome to PS Sync Room. Let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, look, I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't that an Xbox game? Well, welcome to 2026, folks. The walls are crumbling. Forza Horizon 6 is finally taking the festival to Japan, and yes, it is coming to PlayStation 5 later this year. While our friends on Xbox get it in May, the confirmation that we're getting a port is massive. The series is basically the king of open-world racers, and Playground Games has finally given us what we asked for. Tokyo. Drifting through Shibuya Crossing at night, customizing your ride with that deep Japanese car culture influence, it looks incredible. It's got over 550 cars at launch and the largest city environment they've ever built. If you've been jealous of Xbox owners for the last decade, that envy ends this year. At number 9, we have something that is literally just around the corner. Resident Evil Requiem. Launching February 27th, this is the 9th mainline entry, and it's gone through some wild changes. Originally, rumors said this was going to be an open-world game, but Capcom scrapped that to focus on a tight, terrified, single-player experience. And thank God for that. You're playing as Grace Ashcroft, who isn't a combat pro, which means the horror is actually horrifying again. But don't worry, Leon Kennedy is back as a second playable character for when you just want to roundhouse kick a zombie in the face. The visuals on the RE engine are unmatched, and Raccoon City looks more devastated and detailed than ever. Get your wallets ready because this one is dropping in just a few weeks. Number 8 is a game that I honestly thought was a collective hallucination, PRAGMATA. Remember when Capcom announced this back in, 2020? And then went silent for 5 years? Well, it's real, and it's finally launching on April 24th. There's actually a demo available on PS5 right now if you want to check it out. The vibe here is super weird. It's got that Hideo Kojima energy, but it's actually Capcom. You're exploring a lunar colony, fighting glitchy cybernetic enemies, and protecting a super-powered little girl. The graphics are bleeding edge, fully utilizing the PS5's ray tracing capabilities. We still don't fully understand the story, but that's part of the charm. If you want something unique this year, this is it. At number 7, we're going back to where it all began. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis. This leaked late last year, and it's shaping up to be the remake we've always wanted. This isn't the gritty Survivor Lara anymore. This is the confident dual pistol wielding icon, fully rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5. They are reimagining the original 1996 adventure, which means we're getting T-Rexes, Lost Valleys, and Atlantis, but with modern controls and absolutely stunning visuals. The lighting technology, Lumen, makes those ancient caves look moody and realistic. It's focused on isolation, platforming, and puzzles rather than just constant combat. It's a nostalgia trip that looks like a next-gen showcase. Number 6 is going to break your brain. Control Resonant. Remedy Entertainment doesn't miss. This is the direct sequel to the 2019 masterpiece, and it's hitting PS5 sometime in 2026. We're going back to the oldest house, but the scope has expanded. It's listed as an action RPG now, which suggests deeper character building and maybe even more complex powers. Remedy has been teasing that this game will bridge the gap between Control and Alan Wake even more aggressively. The Northlight engine is doing heavy lifting here. Destruction physics, lighting, particle effects, it's gonna melt your console in the best way possible. If you like weird fiction and throwing forklifts with your mind, keep this on your radar. At number 5. Okay, we have to talk about it. Halo Campaign Evolved. Yes, Master Chief is coming to PlayStation 5. This is a full Unreal Engine 5 remake of the original Combat Evolved, and it's targeting a summer 2026 release. Hearing the monk chant on a Sony console feels illegal, but Microsoft is pushing for a multi-platform future, and we are benefiting. This isn't just a remaster, they've reworked the campaign to honor the legacy while making it feel modern. The library level in UE5? Terrifying. The silent cartographer mission with modern water physics? Beautiful. Whether you're a longtime fan who jumped ship to PlayStation or a newcomer who never understood the hype, this is going to be the definitive way to play one of the best shooters ever made. Number 4 is the visual stunner of the year, Crimson Desert. This game has been teasing us for years with trailers that looked too good to be true, but it's actually coming out next month, March 19th. It's an open-world action RPG from the creators of Black Desert, but this is a single-player, narrative-focused beast. The combat looks incredibly dense. You're wrestling enemies, climbing on top of dragons, and using magical abilities that tear up the environment. It feels like Game of Thrones meets Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on steroids. The world is massive, spanning snow-capped mountains to deserts. And if the performance holds up on PS5, this could be a Game of the Year contender purely on spectacle alone. Crashing into the top 3, we have the world's most famous spy, 007 First Light. Developed by IO Interactive, the geniuses behind Hitman, this is the James Bond game we've been dreaming of. It was delayed slightly, but it's now locked in for May 27th, 2026. This is an origin story. You're playing a young 26-year-old James Bond entering his 00 status. The gameplay is all about spycraft. It's not just a shooter, you have to use instinct, gadgets, and social stealth to blend in. But when the cover is blown, it turns into a total blockbuster. We're talking high-speed chases and intense cinematic combat. IO Interactive knows how to make sandbox levels, and applying that design philosophy to James Bond is a match made in heaven. At number 2, it's the PS5 exclusive that's gonna hurt, Marvel's Wolverine. Insomniac Games has been quiet, but we know this beast is targeting fall 2026. And let's be clear, this is a mature rated game. It's violent, it's gritty, and it's not holding back. We've seen glimpses of combat involving Mystique, Omega Red, and even Sentinels. The dismemberment tech is real, folks. You are playing as a living weapon. Set in Madripoor and other locations, it looks like a darker, more linear narrative experience compared to Spider-Man. After Spider-Man 2, Insomniac has earned our total trust. This is going to be huge. And finally, was there ever any doubt? At number 1, the game that will likely stop the entire planet from spinning for a week, Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar has confirmed the date, November 19th, 2026. We've waited over a decade, we've survived the delays, and now we're going back to Vice City. The state of Leonida looks impossibly detailed. The dual protagonist story with Lucia and Jason, the satire of modern social media culture, the physics, it's the most ambitious open world ever created. Take-Two is calling this groundbreaking for the entire entertainment industry, and frankly, I believe them. Marketing is ramping up this summer, so expect to see the game everywhere. Clear your calendars for November. Actually, just clear your calendar for the rest of the year. So, that is our list of the 10 most anticipated PS5 games of 2026. From Xbox classics crossing the aisle to the return of Vice City, this year is stacked. Which one are you pre-ordering? Let me know in the comments. I read all of them. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. It really helps us out. And subscribe so you don't miss our reviews when these games actually drop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.